All right, hello and welcome everyone. This is our 2024 MLM Business Planning Workshop. My name is Chuck Holmes. I'll be your trainer and facilitator today. So everyone knows this call is being recorded. It will also be posted as a YouTube video later today. So if you don't want to be on that video or you have a problem with that, you can just get off the call. I will not be offended, and then you can watch the playback. But I want everyone to know that this is the purpose of today's video. This is going to be an interactive training. We're going to go back and forth from slides. I'm going to answer questions. We're actually all going to do our own business plan today. So make sure you have a Word document opened up on your computer, or you have a notebook where you can write stuff down. And if you need to come back to the playback, because I'm trying to keep this to 1 hour or less, that's okay as well. So this is the purpose. We're going to help you come up with a business plan for your network marketing business. Now, while most of the people on this call are in Live Good like myself, this training will benefit anybody in any company. So it's not Live Good exclusive. It's for any network marketer who wants a concrete plan for their business for 2024 and beyond. This is just a disclaimer. Individual results will vary. I'm not a lawyer. Don't want to be a lawyer. Nothing wrong with lawyers. This training is based off my own experience over the past 20 years in the industry. I am a certified small business coach. Don't know if that matters or not. I'm just going to talk about what I do and what I know. And one last disclaimer, we don't have to agree on everything. I'm okay with that. If you're okay with that, take what you need, leave what you don't need. That's what I tell people on every training that I do. So let's get into it. What I have learned, and I'm not going to read any slide verbatim. You can follow along with me as I do this. So if you have a business and you want to be successful, it really doesn't matter what type of business it is. You got to have some type of strategic plan. When you look at, when you drive through your hometown and you look at the businesses that are successful and they're there year after year, they're thriving, they're going strong, I can almost with 100% certainty guarantee they have some type of strategic plan for their business. Now, what's funny is when we join this type of industry and we have a home business, and it's not exclusive to network marketers, most home business owners, little small mom and pop home-based businesses, they don't have any kind of plan. And that's partly because they've never been taught. Number two, ignorance. They just don't know the importance of it. And what happens is most business owners, they get so busy trying to run their business that they never take a step back and look at their business from the outside in. Instead, they're just worried about, what do I got to do today? And yes, that's better than doing nothing, but working from a plan in any type of business is going to give you a much better result. Why? You can't really wing your way to success. You got to plan and follow a plan if you want to be successful. So I believe that a plan starts in your mind, but a real plan is written down on paper. You can have a lot of great thoughts in your mind, but if you're anything like me, thoughts come and go. You have a good thought today, you're like, wow, this is life-changing. And tomorrow you can't even remember what that thought was. That happens to me all the time. So you got to have it written down on paper so that you can come back to it. You can review it. And a good business plan for people working from home should be 1 to 2 pages. Now, if you look at a company like McDonald's, they probably have a 100-page business plan. Well, we're not a big company. We're a small business. And if you have a 100-page business plan, number one, you're not going to know what's in it. Number two, you're never going to read it. Number three, you're not going to follow it because it's a book, not a plan. So I believe a good business plan is 1 page long. It's going to outline many different aspects of your business, which we're about to cover. And it's a living, breathing document. My business plan changes several times per year. It's not set in stone. It's a plan, and plans change. I learned that in the Army. You can have the most perfect plan. Nothing ever goes exactly as planned. However, if you don't have a plan, you're still not going to get the results of what you could as if you didn't have a plan. So you want to refer to your plan daily. When it needs to be updated or changed, you're going to do it. So these are the 6 parts of a business plan for a small business. Now, big companies, they're going to have other parts of their plan too, like projected financials, how they're going to get financing. None of that really applies to us at this point. So your business plan is going to have a mission statement. It's going to have a vision statement. It's going to talk about your target market and your overall business strategy. It's going to cover your unique selling proposition, this year's goals, and your daily mode of operation. So we're going to go in detail through each of these. And what we're going to do after I do each one of these 6 segments, we're going to turn off the slide. We're going to go over to a Word document and we're actually going to write each one of these for your own business together. So let's get into this. This is your mission statement, and a mission statement is basically a short statement that lets people know what you're all about. It's what drives you. It's why you're doing the business. How do you want to help others? So what I did on this slide is I gave you 3 example mission statements that I just came up with randomly to get you thinking. Now, you do not have to use any of the examples that I provide for you. I just want to give you ideas. You want to make it your own, and you want to write it so it makes sense to you. So a couple examples to help people get healthy and wealthy. That's a great mission. Maybe your mission is helping stay-at-home moms reclaim their purpose and earn additional income. That's a great mission as well. What about to help busy entrepreneurs create an exit strategy from their traditional business? So what I want to show you here, I want to go to my document. That ain't it. Hold on here. Just bear with me. I'm gonna have to just get it 1 second. All right. I just gotta get this. Bear with me, everybody. I'm sorry. Murphy's always working a little bit. We just roll with it. I got it right here. All right, there we go. All right, so what I want everybody to do, we're on segment number 1, okay? I don't want you to go through all my business plan yet. I just want you to focus on your mission statement. So what I want everybody to do, take out your piece of paper, open up your Word document. At the top of your document, you're gonna write your name and then your 2024 business plan. Then you're gonna write today's date. And then I want you to type in the words mission statement, put it in bold, just like I have it. And I want you to think about what you want your mission statement to be. So we're going to take about 5 minutes for each of these sections. So everybody take a minute and work on your mission statement. And if you have a question about this part of it, just unmute yourself and ask it. Otherwise, I'm just going to wait a minute while everybody writes down what they think their mission statement is. And this is really what you're passionate about in your business. So my mission statement is to help people succeed in network marketing. That's my mission. Your mission does not have to be my mission, nor should it be. It should be your mission. So we'll take about 1 minute. I'll just wait a minute, let everybody work on theirs, and feel free to ask a question while we're doing this. Cedric said it's a recipe, not a statue. That's exactly what a business plan is. All right. Hey, everybody. So does anybody want to unmute themselves and just share what their mission is, just to give somebody else an idea? If one person could do that, I would appreciate it.
Mine was the first one you put, to help people become healthier and wealthier.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jamie. Does anyone else want to share what their mission is?
Last night on a call, this is Amy, I'm sorry. Last night on a call, training call, we talked about putting together a mission statement, or a statement that shares what it is I want to do. And I am passionate about single moms. So your second one is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Ta-da!
I need to buy a lottery ticket today. I'm batting 2 out of 2. This never happens. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back. I hope everybody has finished their mission statement. What I have found to be useful too is, after we go through this exercise and you have your Word document done, print it off, put it on your desk, and forget about it for about 24 to 48 hours, and then come back to it and read everything, and you can make any edits that you need to make. So let's go back to the main slide. There we go. So the next thing for your business plan is your vision statement. And mission is more about today, and it's more about purpose. And vision is basically, where are you headed with your business? What is your long-term plan with your business? Your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan. I think 5 years is a good number to focus on. Some people may choose to do 3 years. Some people may choose to do 10 years. In my example, I chose 5 years, and you can see I got my my dates wrong here, but I'll fix this in a minute. So let me come back here, and you'll learn, folks, when you do a training, Sometimes things don't go. Sometimes you get technical difficulties. You just roll with it. So on this mission, this should say 2028. I don't know why I put 25. All right, there we go. So your vision statement is your long-term destination. It's where you see your business in about 5 years, 3, 5, or 10 years, in that range. What rank do you want to be in the company at that point? How much do you want to earn per month at that point? How big of a team will you need to have to get to that level? And why are you doing the business? So here are 3 example vision statements. I just wrote some random ones to get you thinking, then I'll share my vision statement. So the first one would be by December 31st, 2028, which is 5 years from now, I'll be a diamond with 10 downline diamonds. I'll have a team of more than 50,000 reps, and I'll earn more than 300,000 per year with Live Good. That's one. That's a big vision for someone who's really getting after it. Here's another one. By December 31st, 2028, I'll generate $10,000 per month with my Live Good business. I will use the money to retire my spouse, help families in need, and relocate to my hometown. That's pretty cool. That's a good one. Here's another one. By December 31st, 2028, I'll earn $25,000 a month with Live Good. I will use this money to start my nonprofit and feed the homeless where I live. That's a great vision too. So I want you to take a minute. I want you to think of your vision, and while you're doing that, I'm going to bring mine up again and show you mine. And I do apologize. We have to keep going back and forth between these, but that's okay. So my vision that I put for my business is by December 2028, which is 5 years from this month, I'll have a team of 75,000 affiliates, be a crown diamond, and earn $750K per year with Live Good, my blog, and my YouTube channel. So just so everybody knows, so my business is a combination of my YouTube, my blog, and my Live Good. I consider it all one business. If you're just doing Live Good, you just wouldn't put my blog and my YouTube channel out. You just put my Live Good business. So take a minute. I'll give everybody about 2-3 minutes. Take 2-3 minutes, and I want you to think about your vision and try to be specific, where you include your rank, your income, your team size, and maybe even a statement in there about what you would do with that money. So I'll give you all a minute to do that. And then if anybody, once you have this done, if 2 or 3 people could share their vision just to give other people on this call ideas, I know that would be very beneficial. So take a minute or two, try to keep it to 1 or 2 sentences max, and just think about your vision for a minute. And we'll take about 2 more minutes, and then we'll go back to the next area. And if you have a question, please ask it. Just unmute yourself and ask it. I know it takes a minute. You know, this is stuff a lot of us have never even thought of before. I mean, maybe we've thought about it briefly in our mind, but we've never written it down before. And here's what else is neat. If you went into like a Walmart headquarters or Office Depot headquarters or any business headquarters, they're going to have a vision statement for their company. So go ahead, Beverly.
Thank you so much for recording this. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Would anybody like to share their vision? And don't be shy. We need a couple people to participate. Just unmute yourself, say your name and what your vision is.
Hey, Chuck, it's Sarah. Can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead, Sarah.
Okay, so my 1-year vision plan is I will be a gold. I'll have 100 members, earn $2,000 a month. I will continue to improve my network marketing skills and become a professional, and help my team achieve the same goals. And then I did a 3-year plan with Live Good. I will be a platinum. I will have 1,000 team members and earn at least $8,000 a month, and I can retire my husband and help Open Arms Mission, which is the local food pantry.
That's awesome. That's actually very inspiring. Great job, Sarah.
Thank you.
Would anybody else like to share one? You got to help a brother out. I can't be the only one talking. Somebody. If,
Hi,
if,
Chuck. It's Misha. Can you hear me?
yep. Thank you, Misha. I appreciate it. Go ahead.
Okay. This is my 5-year
Yep.
goal. So I plan on being a diamond, earning 30,000 a month in Live Good, and taking care of all of my mom's needs to age at home in style. I'd also like to participate or own an animal rescue and rescue thousands of animals.
That's a great vision as well. That's badass. Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you.
that. Would one more awesome person like to share theirs?
I'll share.
All right, thank you, Alicia. Go ahead.
My vision for the next year would be to hit diamond. I'd like to earn at least $5,000
Yep.
a month, plus more. My first goal would be to buy a home because we lost our home when my husband had a stroke. And I serve in ministry, so I would like to help shelters within the San Diego County area where I used to serve in ministry, and just to help other ministries within the area I'm living now. So my focus is on helping others, especially ministries, because I've worked with the homeless before.
Awesome. That's really awesome. And I would tell everybody when you're writing a vision and you're thinking about helping charities, be as specific as possible as to what charity. Put it in your vision statement. The more specific, the better. So great job, everyone. Does anyone have any questions about the vision part before we go to the target market and strategy? No? Okay. So we're going to go next. We're going to come back to here, and we're going to go to my target market and overall strategy. So your target market and your overall strategy is like your big plan of who it is you're trying to reach, who's your ideal customer, and what is your plan to reach people. And I've used these two examples 80 million times, but I'm going to use them again because it's simple and people understand it. McDonald's, love them or hate them, their target market, people who want food fast, people who want food cheap. They don't care about service. They don't care about anything else. They just want fast and cheap, get it and go. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, people go to Ruth's Chris because they want quality and they want service. Ruth's Chris does not try to advertise to the McDonald's crowd. McDonald's crowd does not try to advertise to the Ruth's Chris crowd. Two totally different groups. Both have different target markets. Both have very successful businesses. So what people do in our industry, unfortunately, mostly because they don't know, they just think everyone's a prospect. And maybe everyone could be a prospect at some point, but I have found you will get much better results if you focus on a group of people. And when I say group of people, I don't mean black, white, man, woman, religious, non-religious. I mean a demographic group of people that are most likely to do business with you. So here are just a couple of examples. Once you know your target market, you have to know, what is my game plan going to be to reach these people? So here are a few examples of different target market and overall strategy. Now, one last thing I want to say before I give these examples. This doesn't mean you don't ever talk to people outside of your target market. All right. You don't prejudge people, but you work smart and you focus 90% of your time, money, and energy on a target market. If random people outside of that target market come to you or they present themselves as a prospect, by all means, you share the business and the products with them. But you spend most of your time, money, and energy on a certain group of people. Okay. So here are the three examples. I build my business 100% online via my website, my videos, my podcast, email marketing, and paid advertising. I lead with the business, recruit lots of people, and let the serious people identify themselves. There's one target market. Next one. My primary focus is helping stay-at-home moms. I'll connect with stay-at-home moms in different social media groups and then share the business and products with them. That's a great one. Number three. I build my business on YouTube. I will create a large YouTube channel sharing weight loss tips. I will post one video a day sharing helpful information about weight loss. In my bio and in the description of each video, I will share my links for the Live Good weight loss products. So those are 3 example target market and overall strategy. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go back to mine. And I just want everyone to know, I do not share mine to brag. I simply share my plan to give you examples. And your goals do not need to be as ambitious as mine. So this is what I picked for me. So my plan for 2024, which has been my same plan for 2023 for the most part, I'm going to focus on educating people in the network marketing industry, current and former networkers. I use content marketing, attraction marketing, and paid advertising to educate people about our industry. I drive these people to my email list, and I recruit people who approach me about Live Good. This is my business strategy for the last 10 years. It's pretty much been this exact same strategy. So I create content. I use attraction marketing. I teach people just like I'm doing right now. I do paid advertising. I get people on my email list. My email list sifts, sorts, and sells them. And then I recruit people who ask me to sponsor them. So what I want you to think about right now is, who do you want as your target market of prospects? So think about that for a second. Once you know your target market, what are you going to do on a big level to reach those people? Are you going to post on Facebook? Are you going to use direct mail? Are you going to run paid ads? Are you going to do a YouTube channel? Or what's going to be your primary focus? So take a minute, think about that, and try to write down at most maybe 2 sentences that identifies your target market and what your overall plan is to reach them. So let's take 3, 4, 5 minutes. And if you have a question while we do this, just unmute yourself and ask the question. Enlarge the screen. Yep. Whoa. Hold on. So hopefully that helps.
I have a question.
Shoot.
I'm not sure if my focus is too large, but I want to go. I was thinking more towards caretakers because I've been a stay-at-home mom and I have a rescue, more towards caretakers in general, maybe stay-at-home moms, grandmas that are taking care of their grandkids or their husband. So would caretakers in general be too large of a broad?
No, that's a good target market.
Thank you.
Yep. Anybody else have a question? All right, let's take another couple minutes, finish writing yours up. I know it takes a couple minutes. You can't just think of this in 1 second. So we'll take a couple minutes. We got time. And if anybody's enjoying this, put 53 in the chat, in the comment. I got to see at least 2 or 3 53s if we're going to keep going. All right, we got a couple. Good. I'm happy now. Make sure. Oh, we got a lot of 53s. All right. All right. Does anybody have one done that they'd be willing to read and share? And we need 2 people to share before we go to the next section. So
I have mine ready, Chuck. It's
go right
Sarah.
ahead.
Okay, so my target market, oh man, my computer, sorry. Murphy's over here too.
Mhm.
Okay, so I will use attraction marketing online as well as email marketing and recruiting. I will be targeting individuals who have experience in party-based direct sales companies. I have my daily, I'm assuming like daily mode of operation.
That comes
So-
next. That's later on in today's training.
Okay, so I skipped a spot. I pretty much am just re-advising, like I'm redoing the one that I made last year or this year with you. But yeah, so I'm just kind of focusing on people in the direct sales, affiliate marketing, you know, people that have experience and kind of want to pull away from the party plan, you know, kind of elevate their game a little bit with network marketing.
Okay, great.
So that's my target.
And what's your plan to find them and recruit them?
Oh, yes. So, pretty much I'm gonna focus on my email marketing. I've been growing my email list every
Good.
day. Instagram, Facebook. With your help, I stepped up my game and I started YouTube, which is
Good.
traumatizing, but I'm getting better at it.
You're gonna kill it. You'll do great.
Yeah, it's so scary. Like it's like so much anxiety, but I'm so glad that I just finally did it. So, but yeah, pretty much just attraction marketing. I'm still messaging people every day, reaching out. I have drop cards, postcards. I'm doing all the things.
Okay, great. Thank you, Sarah. Anybody else
You're
want to share?
welcome.
We need at least one more or we can't continue.
I can share.
All right, thank you.
Okay, my target market is to help caretakers, those who stay at home to care for others, such as the disabled, rescue animals, family members, stay-at-home parents, etc. My focus is to find them through YouTube, blogs, and Facebook groups, in addition to drop cards when out and about.
Beautiful. Awesome job, Jamie. Anybody else? We can do one more. Let's do one more. Somebody different who hasn't shared
Yeah,
yet.
I'll jump in.
Go ahead.
First, thank you for everything. And my goal is I want to build my business 100% online. I'm from the old school, and I want to start doing more things on YouTube. And I'm going to start learning AI, which I understand is going to be a very, very important segment in the network marketing professionals. And my focus group is people from the ages of 25 to 35 and the baby boomers. I want to help them to have early retirement, which I was able to have, and to secure retirements, especially for the young people and the baby boomers who are now starting to have resistance.
That's awesome, Mike. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
All right. Hopefully everybody got enough out of that segment. Let's keep going. We had 3 people share. Thank you, everyone who shared. All right. So the next thing, I'll make this a little larger. Whoa. There we go. The next one is your unique selling proposition. And I know a lot of people don't think about this, but here's what you need to think about. Two things. Why should people join Live Good and not something else? And why should people join you in Live Good and not someone else in Live Good? Those are the questions you really want to answer yourself. It's what makes you different. We mentioned it earlier. McDonald's is fast and cheap. Well, it used to be cheap. It's expensive now. And Ruth's Chris is quality and service. So what makes you different, better? Now, maybe not better, but what makes you different from everybody else doing this? Try to keep this to 1 or 2 sentences. And really, what this really means is this is what makes you you. This is what makes you unique. And we're all unique. We're all 100% different, even though we all have a lot of similarities too. So here are 3 examples. People want to work with me because I'm the no BS. I'm a no BS network marketing professional. I offer great systems and support to my team, and I always lead by example. I'm a leader's leader. There's one. Number 2, my passion is helping stay-at-home moms reclaim their purpose. People want to work with me because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I care about others, and I'm a genuine good person. And number 3, people want to join my Live Good team because I build my business exclusively through direct mail, and I teach others how to do the same thing. So those are just 3 examples of a unique selling proposition. As always, I'm not telling you what you should write. I'm just trying to give you ideas about what you could come up with for you. So going back to my plan. So this is what I came up with for mine. People want to work with me because I'm a no BS network marketing professional. I'm highly skilled, honest, and my focus is serving and helping others. That's basically what I think, in my own opinion, makes me different from other people in the company. Doesn't make me better. That's just my key selling point. Just like your USP is what's unique to you. So what makes you unique? Why should people join you? I want you to think about that for a minute. Try to write it up in about 1 or 2 sentences max, and we'll take a couple minutes to do this. And while you're doing this, I also want to chime in. All the things we're doing in today's training will help you in any business. So even if you own a traditional business like I do as well, you can use this same exact process for your traditional business. And I can almost guarantee you with 100% certainty that it will get you better results than you would have if you didn't do it. So just something to think about. While you think about your USP, we'll take another minute or two, and then maybe 1 or 2 or 3 people can share. And whenever anybody is ready to share, just please unmute yourself, share your USP, and we'll go from there. And don't be shy.
Hey, Chuck, I'm ready.
Yep.
Okay, so people want to work with me because I excel in customer service, problem solving, and overall have a people person, positive attitude. I enjoy helping others overcome obstacles, and I love to see people win. I have 20 years of direct sales experience, and I am honest and have integrity.
That's pretty darn good, actually. I like that. Great job, Sarah.
Thank you.
Anybody else? And folks, the more people who share, the more it helps everybody else on this call. So,
Chuck, I'll share again.
all right, Alicia.
Okay.
Well,
Oh.
I'm gonna say what I have to
Hold
say.
on.
This is Cassandra. So far,
All right, Alicia wants to share. I'll just there we go. I got it. Go ahead, Alicia. I just hit the asked you to unmute button if you could do that.
Okay. Am I on now?
Yeah, we just had some background noise. I had to mute everybody real quick. Go ahead.
Okay. I think that people like to work with me because I'm honest and I'm a real person. I'm myself, especially doing my any reels or anything. I just started YouTube, so I'm just myself, and just real, and my passion that I've always had is because I'm in ministry is just helping others, just to get them to where they need to be financially and physically in life.
Okay. And how would you craft that in like 1 or 2 sentences? What would you say?
Ooh. I just did a lot of scribble right now, but I'm going to fix it.
Okay. Awesome. I think you're right on track. I mean, those are all really, really good. If you can just put it in like 1 or 2 sentences, it'd be spot on.
Okay.
Awesome, though. Anyone else want to share? Just raise your hand and I'll unmute you because I guess a couple people have some background noise. No? Well, at least we got 2. I'll take it. All right, let's go to. We got some shy people on this call. Let's go next to this. Whoa, there we go. Can somebody just put in the chat, yes, if you can see this slide? I want to make sure that. All right, thank you. So now we're on the part of this year's goals. And goals are where the magic happens in your business. Now, a goal is not really a goal until it's written down. It's got to be, they say smart. It's got to be specific. It's got to be measurable. It's got to be attainable. It's got to be realistic. And I don't remember what the T stands for, but probably targeted is what I'm guessing, or trackable. So 3 to 5 goals is a good benchmark to have for your business. You really don't want to set 100 goals. If you have 100 goals in your business, what are the top 5? The other 95, no big deal. If you accomplish what are the most important goals that you can set in your business? If you could only accomplish 3 to 5 goals for Live Good or for whatever business is that you're doing this for, what would they be? Now, got that. Now, so what I did on this sheet is I just gave 11 examples, not for you to come up with 11 different goals, but for you to see different ideas of what you could set a goal for. So a couple examples. I'll personally enroll 50 people this year. I'll hit the rank of platinum. I will add 1,000 people to my team this year. I'll attend the company event in April. I'll read 12 books about network marketing this year. I'll publish 150 YouTube videos this year. I'll mail 3,650 postcards this year, which is 10 a day. I'll invite 1,825 people to take the free tour. That's 5 per day. I'll buy 24 ads this year to grow my business. That's 2 a month. I'll grow my income to 3,600 per month by the end of the year. I'll add 10,000 new email subscribers. So you can use any of these. You might want to change the numbers to whatever's relevant to you, or you can come up with something. Chuck, are you going to be recording? Yeah, I'm going to post this in the, it's going to be live on YouTube, and then I'll share it in the group later today as soon as it's live. It'll take like an hour to upload to YouTube because it's like an hour long, but it will be available. So the goals, close your eyes just for like 10 seconds. Think about and say to myself, whatever your name is. So if my name's Amy, what are the 3 to 5 things that I really want to accomplish in my business this year? I want you to take out your piece of paper or your Word document, and I want you just to start writing down whatever comes to mind. All right. You might come up with 5, 10, 15 things initially, but write down everything that comes to your mind. Let's take a couple minutes and do that. And then this is my example here of what I came up with. So as I mentioned earlier, I don't just build Live Good. My real business is my YouTube channel, my website, and Live Good all combined in one. So some of my goals will be a little bit different than other people, but that's okay. You might do things a little bit differently than mine or differently than someone else on this call. So make your goals your goals. They shouldn't be what my goals are. They should be what your goals are. But these are the ones that I set for my business, and all of my goals, they're very specific. I try to focus mostly on things that I can control. And they're all things that if I achieve them, I will be where I want to be in my business. So my first goal, and I rank these in order of importance, because I know if I accomplish really the first 3 goals, my last 2 goals are going to happen anyway. So my most important goal is number 1. My second most important goal is number 2. My third most important goal is number 3, then 4, and then 5. My number 1 goal is to add 12,000 people to my email list and 2,400 people to my Live Good email list. So I have a generic MLM email list, and I have a Live Good email list. And I know if I add that 14,400 people, probably everything else is gonna come true anyway. So that's my number 1 goal for my business. Number 2, I'm going to publish 800 new pieces of content this year. That's 1 video a day, 1 podcast a day, and 1 blog post a week. That's basically what I do. That's my major content. That goes hand in hand with my target market and my strategy. I said I'm going to use content marketing, attraction marketing, and paid advertising. And then number 3, I want to personally recruit 120 affiliates, 20 under my account to wrap that up, and then 100 under my wife's account. So that's my goal for 2024 for recruiting. I want to reach the rank of diamond and have a team of 4,000 active members and affiliates. I think I'm at like 1,100 or 1,200 right now. So basically triple in size in 2024 and achieve 20K monthly income between my blog and Live Good by December 31st. Keep in mind, folks, don't compare yourself. My goals should not be your goals. These are just examples to get you thinking. So take a couple minutes, and I want you to come up with 3 to 5 goals that you could have for your business. We're going to take about 2 minutes, and then I'll come back on. Go right ahead. All right, Amy, go ahead. You can ask your question. I just unmuted you.
I'm sorry, I missed what you said about how the time frame for the goals.
Okay, the
Was it
goals.
within the
So
next
the
3
goals that
months,
we're
a
setting
year?
are just for this 12 months
Oh, okay.
for 2024. It's your 1-year goals.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, and 3 to 5 is ideal. And then once you have them all, put your number 1 goal first, your number 2 goal second, your number 3 goal third, and then so forth. Is anyone ready to share? Would anyone be willing to do that? I'd really appreciate it. So we can't go to the next business training until at least 2 people share. So whoever it's going to be, somebody got to do it. I'll end it. I will end it right now if 2 people don't share. Really? Okay, Amy's going to share, I think. Go ahead, Amy.
Okay, I don't know if these are in the right order, but I definitely want to grow my team to at least a platinum level in this next year. I want to continue to work on my skills to help others on my team reach some financial security. I definitely want to invite a minimum of 5 people a day to take the tour. And then
Okay.
I didn't get much further than that.
Well, that's a good start. That's really good. Thank you for sharing that, Amy.
Thank you.
And still, you came to the rescue as well, because I was going to end the call early if no one helped.
Well, good, Chuck. I always want to rescue this group. This group has really enhanced my business, participating monthly. So I appreciate you and Landy and Courtney very much. Okay, my number 1 goal next year will be primarily to enroll at least 1 to 2 people into my downline weekly, consistently, each and every week. I was doing that in November, and I can do it again, just rinse and repeat. So that's one goal. I will get at least 200 new people into my Live Good email list monthly. And my third goal is I'll reach platinum by the end of the year and have 1,000 active members in my downline.
That's
So,
awesome, man.
yes, it is. Well, listen, I'm thinking big now. Like I really appreciate you guys offering this trainings and encouragement, and you've helped me immeasurably over the last month. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Stu. And before I call on Jessica next, I just want everybody to know, when you set a goal, it should not be a goal that you're never going to hit. All right, because that's just going to lead to disappointment. So I like to come up with a conservative goal, and then I try to raise it by about 10%. And that way it forces me out of my comfort zone a little bit. And even if I fall a little bit short, I'm still going to be really, really well off because it got me out of my comfort zone. But don't set a goal, 100% you're not going to come even close to, because you'll give up way early on and you won't follow through. So let's go next to Jessica.
Hi.
Hey, Jess.
Oh my gosh, I've been sick, so I sound terrible. But anyway, I wrote down 6 goals because they just sounded important and achievable. So 1, to build relationships. 2, to show up every day. 3, to go live more. I would like to read 5 more books on personal development. I'd like to get 5 new members a day. And I do want to try a YouTube channel and maybe a podcast. Those are some of my goals.
Those are great. Well, thank you for sharing, Jessica. I appreciate that. Next, we got Shannon. See, we got people coming out of the woodwork now, Sharon, because they don't want the call to end. Go ahead, Shannon.
Hey there. Okay, so my personal goals for this year are I will reach at least platinum with a team of 500 plus. I will personally sponsor 60 more people to my team and get my husband's up to silver as well. I will attend the company event in April, and that's my start.
Those are great goals as well. Awesome. And thank you so much for sharing, Shannon.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chuck.
My pleasure. And last we got Sarah. And Sarah's being an overachiever today, and I love it. Are you there, Sarah?
I am not an overachiever.
You're getting an A+ for your contribution. I'm going to have to hook you up after this. Thank you for helping out. Go ahead.
Of course. Okay, so my goals for this year, I would like to add 1,000 people to my email list, personally enroll 50 members, have 3,000 followers on Facebook, post 200 blog posts, post 200 YouTube videos just for Chuck, and mail out 1,300 postcards. Those are my goals.
Those are pretty darn good goals. That's awesome, Sarah. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
All right. We got all these awesome folks muted, I think. Yep. All right, let's keep this train rolling. We're almost done. Right on time. The last thing, you probably want me to make this a little bit bigger. Whoa. There we go. The last thing that we're going to do, the last part of our business plan, and probably other than setting goals, probably the most important part of your business plan is your daily mode of operations. In your daily mode of operations is what you do each day to grow your business. It's kind of like you have a daily mode of operations already for your life. You probably wake up on the same side of bed every day. You probably eat the same foods for breakfast in most cases, probably drive the same way to work, get to work at a certain time, come home at a certain time, maybe work out at a certain time, watch certain TV show. So we all have a daily mode of operations. Where a lot of people fall short is they don't have a daily mode of operations for their business. They have one for their life, but you got to have one for your business, especially if you're doing this part-time. If you have kids and a spouse and a career and you have all these things going on in your life, if you don't have a short list of the 3, 4, 5 things you're going to do each day, they're not going to get done. Life is going to get in the way. Live good's going to go on the back burner, and that's what most people do. They let life get in the way and knock them off course from totally changing their life and achieving their dreams because they don't have a daily plan for their business. We don't want that to happen to you. So your daily mode of operations, it's the most important part of your plan. It outlines what you're going to do each day to grow your business. It details how much time per day you're going to work on your business. Ideally, it's about 5 to 10 simple things you will do every day. I would say 5 is a better number than 10. It's focused on income producing activities. All right. Surfing Facebook, not an income producing activity. Organizing your leads alphabetically, not an income producing activity. Dusting your office, not an income producing activity. Income producing activity is talking to new prospects, following up with people, helping your team succeed. Those are really the 3 income producing activities. So most of your business time when you're working your business should be on those things. So if you have an hour a day to grow your business, 90% of that time, so which is 54 minutes, needs to be on income producing activities, not busy work. So here is a list. I'm going to make this look better. Can you guys see this okay? Good. So here's just a list of an example daily mode of operations. And the 2 parts of your daily mode of operations are growing your team, which is probably 80% of your time if you're new. The rest of it is supporting your team. You do not want to spend more time supporting your team than you do growing your team until you have a big team. Otherwise, you'll never have a big team. So you got to focus most of your time on growing your team, at least 80% of your time. So you want to come up with 3, 4, 5, 6 things you're going to do each day to get prospects in your pipeline, to get new people to pre-enroll, to take the free tour, to join. So here's just an example of what you could do in a day to grow your team. You could place 1 new paid ad. You could mail a few postcards. You could publish a new YouTube video. You could post on Facebook or LinkedIn daily. You could private message 10 people, inviting them to take the free tour. You could follow up with 5 people that you previously spoke to. That's just an example of what you could do to grow your team. Now, to support your team, you could visit the team's Facebook group for 5 minutes a day and just ask a couple questions, respond to a couple questions. I personally, Landy and I, we lead the weekly training Zoom every Sunday. We also do the power hours. So that's what I'm doing to support the team. I respond to emails and Facebook questions that my team members have. And I try to talk with my top 1 or 2 leaders every day. So that's what I personally do to support my team. Now let's go on over here to back to my business plan. So here's my daily mode of operations. All right. And this is what I'm going to be doing in 2024. It's pretty much what I do daily now. You do not have to copy what I do. I just want to throw that on every section. It's just an example. I set aside about 3 to 4 hours a day to do all my businesses, my YouTube, my blog, my Live Good, all together as one business. My number one goal every day for 2024, every day. 30 new leads, generate 30 new leads. That's my personal number one goal. I know that if I do that, all my other goals are going to come true. If I'm keeping that many people, adding that many people into my pipeline, I know that I'm going to sign up the people that I want. My team will grow. The good things will happen. So that's my big goal. If I achieve 30 days in a goal, 30 goals in a day, that day was successful. If I didn't, that day wasn't successful. And that's okay. Not every day is going to be successful, but you aim for it every day. So what I do, what I'm going to do in 2024, I'm going to do one video a day, one podcast a day, one blog post a week. I mail 10 postcards every day, which I've been doing all along. Going to post a Facebook story, post on my timeline, and do a Facebook reel every day. I buy one ad per day. I do spend a lot on advertising, so I don't expect anybody to do that. That's just how I build. And email my list once a day and work with my team members every day. That's pretty much what I do every day to grow my Live Good business. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to think of what are the 3, 4, 5, 6 things based on, go back up here, based on your goals, based on your target market and your strategy. What are the 3, 4, 5, 6 things you're going to do each day to grow your business? So let's take a couple minutes and do that. It'll take about 2 minutes. All right, go ahead, Beverly.
Hey, Chuck, I'm sorry. Did you say 2 things to
I
build
would
our
say
business?
I would say 3 to 5 is a good thing for a daily routine. Probably 5, but at least 3. Does that make
I'd like
sense?
to share.
Can you please repeat that?
Well, so far, I daily
Yep.
want to get back in the habit of going live on
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, and also get in the habit, I'm just starting, getting the habit of filming a video so it can be on YouTube so I can build a strong audience
Okay.
on my social media platform, as well as constantly putting out flyers throughout the neighborhoods, wherever I go, put my flyers on walls, on phone poles, or in my business cards, basically old school style, back on people's cars, things like that. Just feel like I'm doing something productive, as you know, passive as well as being aggressive and reaching out to more people, picking up the phone, calling them.
Those are all good examples. Thank you for sharing that, Beverly.
Thank you.
Would anybody else like to share a couple things on their daily routine? You can just raise your hand and I'll unmute you. Sarah Scott wants to? All right, Sarah. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Go ahead, Sarah.
I'm like, me. Okay, so commit to 1 hour per day, publish a story or a reel, engage with 10 non-Live Good friends every day on Facebook and Instagram. I do 15 to 20 minutes of personal development. My goal is to send 10 messages a day, but Facebook gets mad at me, so sometimes I don't hit those goals. I want to continue to build my social media following, so I do 10 friend requests per day. I'm going to create 4 to 5 YouTube videos a week, 4 to 5 new blog posts a week, and I'm going to send out 3 emails to my list, and I'm going to do 25 postcards per week.
Hustling. I love it. That's awesome. So just break all those tasks down into what you're going to do each day and put that right under your daily activities.
It's awesome.
You're awesome. Thank you, Sarah.
I try.
Next, we have Shannon.
Okay, so I'm going to show up every day in my business, post daily, power hour daily for 6 days per week. I'll give myself a day off, but not showing up in business, just the power hour part. Connect with the team and work with the team daily, and learn YouTube and build it.
Work with team daily and work. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Shannon.
Yeah, thank you.
Next we have Jessica.
Okay, so mine's a little bit different, but in the beginning of my day is my personal development. So it's always God first for me. And then I'm working on being intentional before I'm reactional. So instead of getting on my phone right away, make sure I'm intentional, then I can get into that. And I want to comment on 10 people's posts and engage every day, follow up with 5 a day, make new connections like 10 a day. What was the other? To invite 10 people to take the tour, and to post to my Facebook, Instagram, and at least 1 reel a day.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. I'm just taking notes what everybody's doing. Thank you for sharing that, Jessica. Well, next we have Dixie.
Hi, I
Hey,
actually
Dixie,
just
how
got
you
back
doing?
in my good. I just got back in my office. I can just turn my video on now. Okay, so I one thing I struggled with was scheduling my time on my tasks. So this is perfect. I want to make sure I attend whatever training that I can. I want to spend a certain amount of time following up and actually putting them into my calendar of when they state to get back to them, like for after Christmas exactly. And then check through my calendar, make sure I've got everything updated for what was the month before, email my cold leads, and I want to finish basically going through the training that I have not had a chance to do yet on the Facebook pages and getting acquainted, because sometimes I get confused on what is where, just getting acquainted of where I can find my resources. So if I'm handling objections, I need to get better at that. So I want to practice about 10 to 20 minutes of some sort of my own training. And then messaging each day. And then also I wanted to do from 9 to 3 each day working on my business with an hour for lunch.
Awesome.
That's what I gave myself.
Yeah, you got to have your lunch break. That's good. Awesome, Dixie. Well, thank you for sharing.
All right. Okay,
And
thank
then
you.
my pleasure. And then we have Stu. Go ahead, Stu.
Chuck, hey, okay, couple of things. Daily, I'm going to post engagement posts to my profile groupies that follow me, and my keto group in particular also on the page. So I've learned a lot from the group here and how to kind of formulate engagement posts. So that's something I'm going to do daily. Then 1 YouTube video a day. When I'm home, I do some traveling, but when I'm home, I'm going to do 1 YouTube video a day, which should be helpful. Starting in January, I'm going to get onto podcasts and be a guest, because I hear that's a really, really, really great, powerful way to leverage somebody else's audience and get some notoriety very, very quickly. So I'm going to do that, at least 2 podcasts as a guest next year, a week. And then do an email each day to direct it to my Live Good email list. Do an email a day of some content and value. So
Those are all awesome. And thank you, Stu, for sharing that. And last we have Claudia, and then I want to just wrap this up so we end just about on time. Go ahead, Claudia. Are you there, Claudia? I'll give you a second. I can't hear you. Nope. Try one more time. Nope. There we go. Claudia, did you want to say something? No, we're having technical difficulties. We're going to roll with it. Sorry about that, Claudia. Let me go back to here. So what we've done today, we've answered all of the good questions. Hopefully you've compiled all of that into your business plan. What I recommend you do is you print it off. Like I said, put it aside for a day or two, let your mind get totally clear, and then come back to it and edit it 1 or 2 times to get to make sure it's the way that you like it. And then what I encourage you to do is print off a couple copies, put one on your fridge, put one on your bathroom mirror, keep one in your wallet or your purse, and refer to it at least once a day and visualize it. It'll help keep you on track. It'll help keep you on point. You can share it with your coach. You can share it with your spouse. If something on your plan needs to change, I'll give you an example. Say you decide you want to do postcards and you do it for 3 months and you don't like it and it's not working for you. Stop doing it. Replace it with something else. If you're doing videos and you just realize you hate videos, you're not getting any traction after making a bunch of videos, stop doing videos, do something else. Do not feel like you have to follow every single thing on your plan for the whole year. If something is not working, you've given it your best, you hate doing it, replace it. Why? Because there's no point being miserable while you're building a business, ever. All right, so putting it all together, wrapping it up. Every entrepreneur needs a plan. Failing to plan is planning to fail. You got to have a plan. Even if your business doesn't go exactly as planned, it's not going to anyway. At least you had a plan and you're much better off because of it. Your plan should be simple, maybe 1 to 2 pages. You want to refer to it frequently and you want to update it as needed. This is my information. If you want to get in touch with me, what I am going to do is I'm going to just stop share. And I'm going to stop recording just for a minute.